Just tell me when you want me to switch to the next slide, okay?
Okay. Start.
So, are we going to start this conference? Hello?
Okay.
So, good morning everyone. My name is Johnny N. Baitamo from Trinidad of Quirino High School, Quezon City, Metro Manila, Philippines. And the title of this experiment is Specialized STEM Power. So, in every student getting successful in his particular field, there are people behind them. And in this situation, my advisor or supervisor in this experiment is Mr. Roland Barcelona. He's a master teacher 1 in science. And of course, our SID coordinator here in the Philippines is no other than Miss Rosalina Molina. And she's a master teacher in mathematics. And I would like to introduce to you our teachers present here who are here in the conference. So our English teachers are Mrs. Lucila Dizon.
Hi.
And job.
Milagros Concepcion.
Hello.
And of course, our English class teacher, Mrs. Carmelita Pingol.
Hello, God bless.
Of course, I have one math teacher and class advisor as well, and he is no other than, is he around? No. Oh, he's not around, but he is Mr. Sebastian Martinez. Our science teachers here are Mr. Junji Blancaver. And of course, Mrs. Floran Mallorca. I would like to introduce to you our CCDLAN president, or SID Philippines president, and she is no other than Miss Elijah Dayandante. And of course, this experiment would have not been a success without the heartfelt and deep support of my CCDLAN family. So let's proceed to our introduction.
Next slide. Slide number 3.
Slide number 3, please.
Is that the one with the potato?
Slide
number 3 is the introduction section.
It's on.
Okay. Plants are the chief manufacturers of food for almost all living things on Earth. That's why they are called the producers in either food chain or in our food web. They are called the producers because they are responsible in converting the solar energy into chemical energy, which is essential to all the living things on Earth. So plants could be not only as a food source for human consumption, but they could also be a source of energy, as in the production of electricity or the electrical energy. So this production is aided by the acids and the light that are present in the stems, leaves, and fruits. So through this, I am up to test.
Next slide.
Okay, sir, excuse me. Next slide, please. So through this, I am up to test and prove the viability of Solanum tuberosum, or potato, a specialized stem, as a source of energy, particularly electricity, by just following the correct setup of charges based on the principles of basic science. Okay, sorry. Let's proceed to the next slide, please. So in every experiment or scientific method, of course, there is a problem to be answered. And in this experiment, our main question is, can Solanum tuberosum or potato be an alternative source of electricity or electrical energy? Then, here is our educated guess. And it can be seen on the next slide. So, Solanum tuberosum or potato contains pantothenic acid and L-ascorbic acid or vitamin C. They are both electrolytes letting charged particles flow in them. So, electrolytes are substances that contain ions, either positively charged ions, which are called the cation, and the negatively charged one are the anion. So, these ions let electricity or these ions let charged particles flow on them. So, that is why we have hypothesized that potato could be an alternative source of electricity. Next slide, please. Okay. Another question that may enter our mind in this experiment is that how significant this experiment is in the different aspects in our society. So, in one way or another, the experiment is significant to the following. Next slide, please. Okay. To the students, I believe that this test will spark the consciousness to my fellow students. This will enhance their ability to apply concepts of basic science into various practical ways. Because what is knowledge if we are not able to apply this in practice or in reality? So, it can be seen on the next slide. To our beloved teachers, they might include this knowledge in their modules, lesson plans, student activities, and many more. If they are going to do this step, the knowledge that came from us can be easily transferred to the other student, to my fellow students. Of course, to our intelligent researchers, it can be seen on the next slide. The concepts applied in this experiment can also be used by the other researchers in their projects or in their new setups. The only thing is, they must change the main variable to be used. In this experiment, we are going to use potatoes or Solanum tuberosum. But researchers may change these main variables such as sweet potatoes, carrots, and even turnips. And lastly, to our government. Next slide, please. This may be a part on the quest for the alternative sources of energy. We all know that our energy, particularly the most diverse type of energy, which is electrical energy or electricity, are incessantly being depleted. So I, as an experimenter and as a responsible student, aim to have a contribution regarding the quest or regarding the quest for the search of alternative sources of energy. So, next slide. Next slide, please. So, here are the materials that we are going to use. So, the following were prepared by yours truly.
Okay lang yung view. Okay lang yung view.
Is the view alright?
Can you clear them?
So, first, we have the light emitting diode or LED. So, can you see it? Okay. The next one is
Sir, patayin po natin doon kasi ito lang gamitin natin.
So, pinatin sa likod. Alligator clips.
Next are the alligator clips. So these alligator clips, the number of the alligator clips depend on the number of potatoes that we are going to use. During the last experiment, we have used 4 potatoes. Therefore, we needed 5 alligator clips. But in this situation, or in this case, that we are having 5 potatoes, we have to use 6 alligator clips. So we have to use an extra alligator clip. So the next material, the copper plate. And we are going to use 5 copper plates since we are having 5 potatoes. Likewise, the aluminum plates. So before anything else, let me explain you the concept applied in this experiment. So we applied the concept of concept in thermoelectric generator, which is the alternation of positive and negative plates. So in this experiment, the positive plate or the cathode is the copper plate, and of course the negatively charged plate or the anode is the aluminum plate. And of course, this experiment would be nothing without potatoes. Okay.
Let's do the voltmeter.
So, to test the ability of potatoes in producing electricity, or to measure how intense the electricity they can produce, is by the use of a voltmeter.
We don't have a digital procedure now.
Procedures.
So let's now move on to the procedures, and it can be seen on the next slide.
Yeah.
As we have done, we have to prepare all the materials needed. But aside from doing that, we must ensure that each material are properly sanitized and wash them with water and allow them to dry for about 5 minutes. So we have already done that. Our next step, we are going to insert 1 aluminum plate and 1 copper plate on each potato.
Pakita ko lahat.
We must make sure that they won't go through the other side, and we have to do the same on the rest. So here it is. Moving on the next step.
Next slide na, diba? Next slide na, diba?
So the next slide. We must connect the copper plates of 1 potato to the aluminum plate of another using alligator clips, forming a series circuit. As we have said, we must interconnect the negative plate or the aluminum plate to the positively charged plate or the copper plate of another potato. We must do it simultaneously until we can form a series circuit. So, again, from the copper plate to the aluminum plate, copper plate to aluminum plate, and so on and so forth.
Yung potato.
And let's proceed to the next slide. It is the time for us to test the setup with a voltmeter to check the electric flow as presented on your screen.
Pakita mo yung setup mo.
So, in doing so, we must interconnect the copper plate or the positively charged plate to the positive terminal of the voltmeter. So, it should be in the red one. Likewise, the negatively charged plate or the anode, the aluminum plate to the negative terminal of the voltmeter. So as we can see,
There's price.
electricity is present in this circuit according to our voltmeter.
Isang tabi na yan, voltmeter.
In this time, we are going to check if our series circuit can light the LED or the light emitting diode. In doing so, like we have done with the voltmeter, we have to interconnect the positively charged plate to the positive terminal and likewise the negatively charged plate to the negative terminal. So, but how can we identify whether the terminal is a positive or negative? As you can see, there are two terminals, the longer one and the shorter one. Can you see it?
Excited.
So the longer one is the positive terminal, and of course the shorter one is the negative terminal. So attach the copper plate to the longer one, and the aluminum plate to the shorter one. So as you can see, our series circuit produced light, and therefore
Baba mo na.
May isang delivery lang naman.
so let's proceed to our conclusion.
Melvin. Camera.
So, based on our experiment, it is inferred that soladum tuberosum or potato can be an alternative source of electricity because it can power on the light emitting diode or the LED. Number of volts can be increased by adding the number of potatoes and other materials needed. So, according to our previous experiments, voltage of electricity does not depend on
The
size of the potato. It is variety is what matters. So in doing this experiment, we must avoid the genetically modified crops because they are genetically engineered and they contain less vitamin C or L-ascorbic acid and as well as pantothenic acid. So in this experiment, we have also used native Philippine potatoes. So, yes. On the next slide, sir.
Slide number. Right click, go to slide. Tapos nakapili.
It's on slide number 20. Recommendation. Based on the results in our experiment, it is recommended that other researchers or experimenters use other specialized stems aside from potatoes, testing its viability as an energy source. Use of other varieties of crops or fruits is also suggested. So let's proceed on. Let's go back on slide 18. Okay. So, it is the discussion. So, the audience may ask topic-related questions to the proponent of this experiment and and together with my seed family, hopefully we will be able to answer them. Okay.
Any questions?
Microphone is really good and it took us free for a while. We're going to start here and we'll try. You might want to come away with us. So go ahead. How many times did you try your potato?
How many times?
Okay, approximately we have tried it 7 times, according to my advisor.
Every time?
Any more questions?
Well, I didn't put it up. Just a second. Let's go.
Have you used any other crops besides potatoes?
Of course, as we have said in our recommendations, we can use other main variables or crops such as turnips, sweet potatoes, and
Carrots. Nasubukan niyo ba?
carrots.
Nasubukan ba?
We have tried using sweet potato, and did it work, sir?
Yes, it worked.
According to my advisor or supervisor, sweet potatoes work. And during the seed science day workshop, we have also used lemons. And since they contain acid, our experiment had been held successfully. So,
Any more?
any more questions?
What made you think of this project?
Why did you pick?
What made you think of this project?
What do you think about it?
What made you think of this project?
Okay. So, also during our seed science day workshop, we have also used potatoes. But during the experiment, we have concluded that potatoes cannot produce electricity because of technical failures. So then we have conducted a series of researches knowing that potatoes contain pantothenic acid and L-ascorbic acid. Then in that case our curiosity sparked, because we all know that acids are electrolytes, and electrolytes are conductor of electricity, and therefore we have tried to conduct an experiment, and hopefully it became successful.
Any more questions?
Any other questions?
Did you try any methods other than copper and aluminum?
Metals.
Yes.
Like zinc.
Aside, instead of using aluminum, we have used zinc, since it is also a negative plate. So we have used zinc plate.
Did it work?
And also, aside from using copper plate as the cathode, we have used copper coil.
It's still copper.
Which metals worked better, the zinc or the aluminum?
Both are functional.
Both are
Better, sir.
functional, but if you are going to ask us which is better, I
Based on
think
voltage.
it's aluminum, because it is what we have used right now. Okay. Any more questions?
Many of our batteries are about 1.5 volts. How does this compare with the electricity that you generated from the potatoes?
Okay, according to our previous readings, this series circuit of potato, composed of 5 potatoes, produced a voltage of 1.5. Then, of course, as the time goes by and if
The energy,
the energy becomes lesser and weaker. Regarding the charge, a while ago we have measured it, and maybe because we have already tried it for a few trials, then the voltage became lower. I mean, it became less than 1.5 voltage.
Eventually.
Another question? Can you shout it out?
Which one of you came up with the idea of doing the experiment?
Pardon?
I'm sorry, may I beg your pardon?
Okay, which one of you came up with the idea to do the experiment?
Sa Science Day workshop.
Which one?
Which one? Sabi mo si Sir.
And yours truly, me, and of course my advisor, Mr. Roland Barcelona.
And the other teacher.
Okay, I think we've answered all the questions
If
from
there's
the
a
audience.
question, acknowledgement.
Did you have any questions of us? Oh, wait, is there another question?
There being none.
I'm actually part of the SEED team,
Number six.
and I work closely with the schools that we've connected in developing countries. We've connected 250 schools worldwide in 42 countries. And if you're interested, and your schools are interested in doing this project similar to his and to the school in the Philippines, we actually have prepackaged science activities, and you could get these activities at seedstore.slb.com. And you could find us at a table downstairs if you want more information on it, and we have other cool things that we also do. So just wanted to give that information to you, and you could maybe pass it on to the teachers.
Akala ko may tanong.
Is an experiment you can do in your school?
Yes, the science fair.
The science fairs? Oh, question? The question is, can you make a clock out of the potato?
Potato clock. Potato clock.
It did that work.
Honestly, it did not work because of the connection itself regarding to the connection itself to the clock.
But it is possible.
So it was an engineering challenge?
Yeah.
I think so.
Unfortunately.
And we are trying to power up, aside from the light emitting diode or 1.5 voltage light bulb, we have been trying to connect this series circuit in wall clocks or in alarm clocks, but it did not work.
Try it. Oh.
More experiments to do. So we have a very large group here that's grown since we first started. If people want to shout out what school you're from? So is this group IS-43? IS-43. Where is that? In Manhattan. Okay. Are you guys here? Haverford School. And where's that? In Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
And you guys in the back, we have Turkey and
Well, our group, this different groups of multiple schools, but we all volunteer for just English
we're volunteers for the environmental group in the Bronx, New York.
Wow.
Anybody else want to share where they're from? Huh? Yeah, Haverford. And the Cleveland team already introduced themselves and had a long time to chat with the folks in the Philippines. Are there any other questions? Do you have questions for our audience from the Philippines?
Nothing.
None.
Do you
None.
have questions? No questions entering our mind, sir.
For now.
Now,
One more comment?
So basically, if you wanted to, again, do this experiment and share your ideas, we actually also have an online community at planetseed.com where you can share your stories, ideas, and experiments with students from around the world, like,
Planetseed.com.
So check it out because I'm sure they would like to eventually follow up with everyone that's listened to this experiment today.
On that site?
They should be registered, yes, absolutely. They should be registered. So keep it chat and just your ideas and your stories. And
Go ahead, Pauline.
so, are we going to proceed to our acknowledgement, sir? I mean to the next slide.
Slide number.
It's on slide number 21, sir. Hello? Can you hear us?
Next slide.
Appearing on your screen are the references that we referred to during the experiment. So, I am not going to read it one by one. So, let's proceed to the next slide. The experimenter, hey, that's me. I owe the deepest gratitude to the following. Hey, this is my picture. Again and again. Why are you laughing? So, proceed to the next slide and neglect my picture. Okay. Appearing on your screen is, again, Mr. Rolando Barcelon, Master Teacher 1 in Science. And he is my advisor, and I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to him for sharing his valuable time and helpful information to finish this experiment. So, thank you, sir. Appearing on your next slide, on the other hand, is Miss Rosalina Molina,
Ma'am.
Master Teacher 2 in Mathematics, and she's also our seed teacher or seed coordinator in Quirino High School. I would like to thank her for the untiring supervision, reminders, and encouragement to this experiment. Of course, the QHS or Quirino High School faculty for the unending support and inspirational comments and suggestions. Appearing on the next slide are Miss Lilia Aquino and Miss Cecilia Paglia, both are head teacher 3, and they're also our science and mathematics department heads respectively. So, I would like to thank them for the sustaining guidance and support. And of course, our beloved principal, Dr. Alejandro S. Referente. So, he is on the right side and with his wife. Okay. For his support and approval to do this experiment in the school as to use school facilities. On the next slide, Miss Corinne Damas Sandiford, our project manager of Schlumberger Seed Paris, and seed coordinators of Malaysia, no other than Mr. Hafiz Azizi and Mr. Simon Lim, and of course, the one who recommended Quirino High School to be one of the seed schools all over the world. So she is Miss Gloria Bato, seed coordinator here in the Philippines. So I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to them for boosting my inquisitiveness during the Seed Science Day workshop held last January 8th. That led me to prove the potentiality of Solanum tuberosum as a source of energy, and eventually gave us another chance as to participate in this such kind of international conference. And this is our first time to join such conference. And of course, the Schlumberger Excellence in Educational Development, or the CEDS, and its staff members for the magnificent opportunity given to us to share and the benevolent contributions in educating the youth worldwide. Of course, to my friends, classmates, schoolmates, and to our loving God, for the continued wisdom, strength, or blessings showered to me and to us to finally present this experiment internationally.
And thank you to you.
And of course, we would like to thank you for giving us, or for sharing this valuable time with us. So, thank you for listening and watching our presentation.
Mabuhay. Muchas gracias.
So, once again, thank you and God bless us all.
Muchas gracias.